Okay, hello and welcome to the video. Let me get this camera aimed a little bit lower. My name is Wade Smith, and a couple months ago, and in fact, a year or two ago, I also wrote letters to Dana White asking to be allowed into the UFC on at least introductory level, at least. And neither he nor any of the matchmakers ever contacted me back. And I explained my martial arts background and why I thought I could be a contender in the UFC, even at my age of 44 years old. And none of them ever contacted me back. And so here is the deal. I am going to issue an open challenge to any ranked contender in the middleweight, light heavyweight, or heavyweight division in the UFC or one. And this goes for anybody, active or retired, but especially Israel Adesanya, Sean Strickland, Dricus Duplessis at middleweight, because I'm supposed to be a middleweight, even though I'm a little overweight right now. Or even a retired former champion UFC fighter such as Brock Lesnar. This is an open challenge to any of you, especially the ones that are younger than me. All right. Any of you. I want one 5-minute round with you by UFC rules with the added stipulation, and it favors you actually. The stipulation favors you. Here's the deal. Here's the challenge. I will have this in writing ahead of time if you agree to it. I bet you $1,000 that you cannot last one 5-minute round against me right now, much less if I have 6 months to prepare and get back in decent shape. All right. But I bet you $1,000 that I would put in writing that you cannot survive 5 minutes against me without me finishing you either by knockout or submission. You're the professional fighter. I'm a former black belt candidate who is 24 years out of major practice. And I guarantee you that I will find a way to finish you either by knockout or submission within one 5-minute round. And if I fail to either knock you out or submit you within the one 5-minute round, I will then owe you $1,000 cash out of my wallet. That would be in writing. No special stipulation on you other than if I do beat you in the private match, then you agree in writing to convince Dana White and his promoters to sign an exhibition between myself and you in the real UFC. That would be the stipulation on your part. That if I beat you in 5 minutes or less, you agree to a rematch on worldwide pay-per-view at a full-length match. Full contact. That's the stipulation going your way. I'm not even looking for an even bet on $1,000. I'm asking for a chance to get to fight in the UFC if I kick your ass one time in a 5-minute round. That's the challenge to any of you, especially Israel Adesanya, Sean Strickland, Dricus Duplessis, because you're at the weight class that I'm supposed to be if I wasn't type 2 diabetic. All right. And also, you're about 2/3 to 3/4 of my age, and I'm past my prime. So if I do beat you, that's going to look pretty bad on you, isn't it? But that's the challenge. I have to beat you in 5 minutes or less. And if I fail to beat you in 5 minutes or less, I owe you $1,000 just for your time and trouble out of my pocket. And I'll even drive to your gym or dojo to beat you if you agree to it. How about that? I'll drive or fly there. I'll either get a plane or a bus ticket and fly there or ride there on a bus and have my debit card in my pocket and a contract that you can sign that if I get beat by you or fail to finish you, not even get beat by you, but fail to finish you within 5 minutes, I will owe you $1,000. That's the challenge. I'm not really challenging you that much. I'm challenging myself to beat a professional fighter in 5 minutes or less. Here's why I know I can beat you. All right. Sean Strickland beat a Navy SEAL in a full contact sparring match. But what he doesn't know is my sensei trained me to beat 2 Navy SEALs in a handicap match. And that's not even an exaggeration. He literally told me during my black belt test that I'm going to train you how to beat 2 Navy SEALs in a handicap match. And what he did is he started giving the other brown and black belts weapons and having them attack me 2-on-1 while they had weapons, eskrima sticks or Okinawan bows, and I had no weapon, and I had to disarm them without getting hit by the weapon and then beat them into submission. That was my black belt test, by the way. So if you accept this challenge, know that you're going to be up against somebody who's, yes, I'm out of practice and overweight because of type 2 diabetes, But if I pretty much starve myself with 4 to 6 months notice, I could get back down certainly to light heavyweight correctly, but I could probably make it all the way to middleweight on a nearly starvation diet of about 1,200 to 1,500 calories a day and exercise. I can probably make middleweight. But we could do a catch weight, or we just do a no weight class fight, whatever you want to do. And again, if I fail to finish you, the professional fighter, within 5 minutes, I will pay you $1,000 cash just because I've wasted your time and my time both and would owe you something. All right, that's the bet and that's the challenge. Thank you very much.